You gotta have a Snosberry.
On to you, shit prick.
Oh my god. So how much fucking crap you been coming up with? Crap.
Mostly, I pay attention to like conspiracy stuff and dumb
Conspiracy.
shit.
I like conspiracies.
And
I'm gonna have a
hey,
bunch of question and answers too.
First off, asshat, let's talk about the fact that we didn't have a fucking moon for 5 days.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, the fucking yeah. You know why?
No,
Because they stole the fucking moon. They stole it.
no,
Everybody knows Russia did
I'm
it.
not kidding.
Russia stole the moon.
Okay, you done stupid? There was no moon for 5 days. A new moon lasts 2.
But Russia stole it.
Then why'd they give it back?
They stole it. No, they didn't want to keep it.
What?
It's just the moon.
Why?
They didn't want to keep
Why?
it.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Because
What?
they said
What
that,
happened to you?
well,
Huh?
when I was a child, there was a hammer.
Show me on
And-
this pen where they touched you.
there was this hammer, and the claws in the back of the hammer, that was what started it.
I bet that
You remember that fucking-
probably actually did do some
Yeah.
mild damage.
Yeah, you remember that. eh?
Definitely.
Well, you don't remember it, but you remember the stories anyway.
Damage to both possibly your brain
was-
stem and your father's
it was
confidence
fucking awesome.
in you as a human being.
It was fucking
Damage
awesome.
to both of them.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking sad.
Probably not so much the first time, but the second time,
Yeah.
definitely,
Hey.
definitely.
You know, I had to make sure, like, is this what happened the first time, or is this? Yep, that's what happened the first time. That's
Yeah,
exactly what the fuck's going
I'm
on.
broken, and this is the asshat who stuck a hammer in the back of his head twice. So we're doing good.
Hey, I didn't fucking hit myself with the hammers. That's why I'm just.
No.
That's
I
why
get
I'm
it.
just bent
You're
a little
the
bit.
smart one. I understand. You're the smart one.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to
God.
brag. Just kind of the way it works.
Anyways, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Everybody's like, fuck these guys. These guys are a bunch of fucking weirdos, man. Fuck, hey, talk about
Pretty
nothing.
dumb. We might be pretty dumb, but whatever.
Who cares?
Dude, whatever, man.
So the last, I don't know, month, I've been really, really busy getting all this, getting everything out on time, and you know, working meticulously to make sure all these
Spell that.
meticulously.
Yeah, spell that.
That's what I did.
Spell it.
I did.
Spell it.
Fuck, dude, I can't spell. I couldn't spell fucking. That's what I always say when somebody says, well, that's great. And I say, you can't even spell great. Just walk away.
Hey, Boo Bear, you're going to be my Google for this episode, okay? Because I'm going to need you to Google some shit for me.
And then, as long as she ain't going to back up.
Huh?
As long as she ain't going to back up.
Back up? What do you mean?
Last time we tried to fucking tell her she can't back up. She proved her fucking point.
Oh, you're stuck on that still.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. I
No,
couldn't.
it's not.
That was.
Shut your mouth.
it's gonna end up fucking making your life a living
I
hell.
don't know what the
I'm never
statute-
letting
I
it
don't know
go.
what the statute of limitations is.
No, that was
So you
fucking
shut
awesome.
up.
That was fucking awesome.
Anyways, so these hurricanes. How about them some bitches?
Oh yeah, what? Who said? Oh, was it Marjorie Taylor Greene, the one that said that? The government's controlling the weather.
I don't know. I barely know my name. I don't know who the hell
Yeah.
Marjorie is.
Senator.
And I didn't think it was the government they said that was controlling the
Oh
weather.
yeah, she said the government's controlling the
I thought
weather.
it was something else people were saying, or another group of people who was controlling the weather.
I mean, I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, control the fucking weather. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, so, all right, that comes up with the first conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. So,
Yes.
can the
but-
government control the weather?
But do you know why they sent the hurricane through the area?
Oh, so the government sent a hurricane through the area.
Why Asheville, North Carolina was targeted and wiped off the face of the earth with the other small towns?
Because
in the area?
Biltmore was there?
No, because it sits on top of one of the largest lithium deposits in the country.
Oh, they need they just want to mine it.
now,
They
Yeah,
just want to mine it
but
out.
those people wouldn't sell their properties. But now that all of those properties are literally, because the dam broke is what happened. The hurricane didn't dump all that water like that. A dam broke. And
So this is a
wiped
government
those fucking
conspiracy.
towns out. Yes. And so they're saying that the people wouldn't sell, so the whole area is wiped out now, so you can't rebuild. There's nothing there to rebuild on. It's literally fucking washed away. So now they come in, give you a decent amount of money for what the property would have been worth, less than probably what they were offering you when the house and shit was still there.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come in and buy up all that, a company that's linked with BlackRock or whatever I think it is.
Blackhawk again?
Yeah.
Here we go with the Blackhawk. Right off the beginning of the fucking show, and you're right back at Blackhawk. What the fuck is going on, man?
BlackRock.
Black what? Blackhawk.
Rock.
Cock?
I fucking hate you so much.
I mean, it's just like when people from Boston try to say cock.
Yeah,
like,
only
I
you're
need some
doing
fucking
it on
Blackhawk.
purpose.
Give me some fucking cat.
But yes, it comes down to they're going to buy up all the land and then they're just going to start mining it. So we have to wait and see.
Now we need to break this down. So we have it as you are. Is it a government conspiracy? Yes or no? Right? You're in the yes. Yes, it is favor.
Dance class for Delilah.
I danced one time.
How everybody's getting home.
I danced one time. You want to see me shake it?
Probably going to go off another 35 times.
I got some booty grinding. You know.
You don't have an ass.
Oh yeah.
You are a middle-aged white guy.
If people are like,
In the actual.
hello, Moto. Hello? Who is this? Speak up. You're live on air.
Hello?
Live on air. I'll turn on mic 3 here.
It sounds like Delilah, my daughter.
Oh, this is good.
Hold on.
Yeah, here we go. This is
I
good.
think dance might only be pre-K through second today. You'll have to check the message that's on the phone that you're holding in your hand.
You have to check the messages.
She's going to Sioux Falls with her friend.
I said she wants to.
Her friend and
Yeah, did you tell her she's live on air? This is awesome.
It's only
The dog's even flipping out.
it's only pre-K through second. You can take her off a speaker.
Yeah, because we can hear it too. It's awesome.
Other people don't know that they're on a podcast right now, so you can just take it. Yeah. Can't be recording people without their knowledge.
Well, you can.
No.
Oh, yes. Here in South Dakota, we're good.
okay. So
What are they going to Sioux Falls for?
We're going to be here a while.
No.
Okay. So here we are with.
Hold on. She's finishing up the conversation. I'm still, Dad has to still know what's going on
Dad.
so I can give a verdict.
Well, yeah, because you can't let the one that can't back up fucking. I mean, can't let her make a decision. Or the Cookie Monster.
Are you going to let the rest of the class know what's going on, or are you just going to keep this whole thing to yourself?
She is about 20 minutes, and then she's going to try to tell you the whole 20-minute conversation
30 seconds of shit,
afterward.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? You sell drugs? That is a long explanation for what you're coming up here to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, we got this phone call could be the whole thing.
Oh, so they're just coming up here to drop her off and head back?
yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, totally fine. That's gross, dude. Did you even brush your teeth?
Not in the last few hours.
Just breathing in the mic like that?
How you doing?
Speaking of cock.
I know that's right. But you're talking about Black Hawk, not me.
No. You're breathing it.
So
I was just talking.
Crash wants to talk.
Yeah, there's a microphone right next to you.
Yeah. Yeah, them headphones. They're speakers.
It's coming through the headphones.
No, you can put the headphones on. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we wasted time on
there's
that. Sorry
15
about
minutes
that,
of nothing.
everybody. Yeah, we'll cut that out. Hopefully, that
Well,
was terrible.
You never know.
All right, moving.
Oh,
on
that's
now.
that's his. Yeah.
Jesus, now you're gonna operate the
All right.
camera.
First, Delish got to do a little bit of the shaky.
Why? No, don't shake.
Do
it.
the shaky.
Yeah, give people
Do the-
motion
well,
sickness. Move the camera. Oh, it's an earthquake.
You gotta lean it down, and show the look at the dog. He's out, fucking out, done. He's like, you guys suck.
Nah, he just knows it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, he's like, you guys suck so bad. I'm gonna just sleep through it. It's
Well,
gonna
I
be
told
awesome.
you, we were talking about how comfortable this couch is,
Well, yeah,
but I really would like to just do a couple of chairs and a table here.
we've done it. We've done quite a bit of stuff.
Nice. Maybe
with
a
it.
little sign in the back that says, bent and broken or something.
We've done
made
some
out of-
stuff on them
Made out of
couches.
scrap metal and welded together or some shit,
Hell
By
yeah,
a guy who
I'm
knows
pretty
how to do
good at
that stuff.
I'm pretty good at scrapping stuff.
Mhm.
Kind of
And we
scrappy.
could just do one that says bent and broken right here behind me, and fucking we'll do a couple of chairs here. We'll zoom out a little bit. Do 2 chairs and a table.
What the fuck was that?
Bless you.
Where'd that come from? That comes from down deep.
It happens at random. She does that shit at work all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just as loud all the time. No, you can't put a silencer on that
Yeah.
for some reason. It is a haka every
Ha-ha.
time.
So anyway, we got this thing about back to where we were
Hurricanes.
before the fucking black cock.
Hurricanes.
So yeah, I don't know what your obsession with it is, but whatever.
Well, I'll just tell
I'm
you the
just not-
conspiracy that goes with it because you're usually interested in conspiracies.
I am. I'm
But
trying
this
to
time
narrow it
you
down
started
and
thinking about penises. And
No,
you're
you
stuck
keep
there.
saying it. I don't understand why
I
you're
have
obsessed
no-
with it. But hey,
Yeah, okay.
to each their own. Do your own thing. Do what you'd like.
Seems to be obsessed with it. Well, I just bring it up sometimes.
I'm sure you bring it up a little bit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
So
you're trumping me right
yeah.
now.
So we got. All right. So when it comes to the hurricanes, the yes or no, is it a government conspiracy controlling the weather? You are in the yes category.
No, I don't think.
Oh, you're in the no category.
No. But the government possibly in the middle of a hurricane sending some guys to maybe help let a dam go. That
Oh, so you're thinking the conspiracy part was during a hurricane, they went down there and broke the freaking stuff open, and
Yeah.
that way they can get what they want.
Or left, enough other things open that it would force that dam to give way.
Right on. See, I
think that's if there is a conspiracy. I'm not saying there is, but if there is, I'd say that's a much more logical possible conspiracy than the fact that the government made some hurricanes.
yeah, exactly. That's what the fuck I was saying. I am not. I mean, yeah. Do I think there's like government conspiracies and shit? Yeah, I'm sure there is. And
They
a
only
few
meant
different
to
things.
send one, but fuck, it's all bureaucratic. and
Whoops,
finally,
we fucked up.
They left. It happened on a Friday. They left for the weekend. They come back on Monday. Like, you shut that fucking hurricane machine off, right? And they're, oh shit!
Yeah, they done fucked it up. You know how government always overachieves doing a million things. So, me, yeah. So I got
Just like a Ferris wheel. They're like, whoa, no, boat.
so we got. I'm in the no. The government's not controlling the fucking weather. Okay, that doesn't make absolutely no sense. I mean, is there a few
in
things?
Dubai, they literally make it rain when they want to.
Well,
They do control the weather over the.
Is that
big city
controlling
of
the
Dubai.
weather? Or is that just
No, they have a whole thing set up that pumps out moist air and stuff and makes it rain at least one day a week.
I get it to a certain
some
point.
shit. I don't know.
I get it to a certain point. There's things that can do it that could create like rain.
Well, if you can do it over a
obvious-
city, who says you couldn't set it up out in the ocean where nobody can see it and do a bunch of them?
And gonna create a fucking category 5 hurricane? Are you 2 category 5? Are you fucking crazy?
If the conditions are already like good for that type of stuff and you just have to add the moisture in,
See, that's what I'm
to build it
saying.
up?
See, you're kind of
and they have a bunch of those, whatever they have in Dubai, they have a bunch of them out in an area out in the middle of the fucking ocean, and boom, they can stir up whatever they want.
So you're
as long as everything,
that's
the
what I'm trying to get at is you're kind of leading into the fact that they possibly kind of believe that they would, right?
I don't trust why would you ever trust the government on anything?
We don't trust the government, but
Ever.
I mean, these are the same people that can't fucking.
I'm thinking
they
of.
can't. How could they do this and not make? They can't make a decision on what the fuck we're supposed to do.
I don't think up the conspiracies. I just try to find ways to make them like feasible in reality. Like that, they do have a machine around Dubai that does make it rain.
Yeah,
And if you have
I don't
a
think
bunch of
that I don't
those
think
or
the government.
larger ones.
I don't think the government's controlling the weather.
I don't think the government
they
would
are.
be. I don't think our government would be doing it. And if they were, they wouldn't be doing it by themselves. It would be a global order of some kind.
Well, yeah, because if we can do it, there's probably a few other countries that are big enough and technological enough that can do
Let
it.
us do that shit.
Well, they'd be sending shit our way all the time. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but we'd also be able to do that to them.
Well, yeah,
So
but
I think it's more likely that governments would use it on themselves
well,
to distract people from other
So it's
things
like
that are
a-
going on.
it's like a.
What's that? People are starting to get all angry and might fucking they might start protesting and shit.
So you're saying,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Hey, they're gonna fucking show up and protest in
They're gonna
fucking
be
Raleigh,
way-
North Carolina this week. Send the hurricane.
They're gonna be way too busy with some other shit, I think.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucked up. So that's kind of the gist I was trying to get at was I really don't think the government's actually controlling the weather. I mean, I think we figured out the science to a lot of things.
New
but
world order.
see, but yeah, that's the deal. Is it the Illuminati?
Lizard people.
The lizard people are doing it, and they live where? In the Gulf?
In the earth.
In the earth,
Yeah.
but they're lizards.
No, they're actually just a group of people who were called the lizard people
Why would you call them lizards if they didn't look like lizards?
because they lived in the earth like the lizards do. So the people back in ancient times referred to them as the lizard people.
So
and one day they just stopped seeing the lizard people.
was the word lizard? I mean, okay. I'm just trying to.
People know what lizards which also existed at the exact same time in the same area? Did people know what those were? Yes.
But what
And
did they?
these were-
What
and
they
these
have to
were
do?
called-
Run
And
like
these were
catch
called
one and
the-
point at it?
It doesn't. If they were lizards, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Whatever word they had for lizard, they would have a word for it.
Or would you just grab it and point at it?
Yeah. Every time you needed to say it, you would just run around and pick stuff up and point at it instead of using words for it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, why not?
You fucking dumb.
That's why nobody said poop. That's why nobody said the word poop.
I bet they had a term for.
Well, there was that one guy. That's all he would say. He run around
like
pick it
poop.
all up like, oh my god. So we got all right. So that it's kind of up in the air. It's kind of 50-50 of whether it's a conspiracy or not.
Yeah.
But there's things to believe that certain things might have happened out of a conspiracy, not
Maybe
the initial.
might have, could have.
Yeah. So that's There we go with that.
Uh-huh.
So
Tell me another story.
is so it's not like a Boudin and Harris.
Oh, I know. Who cares? I'm so fucking tired of all of it.
Where's the orange guy? Where's the orange guy? That's
Everything's
doing
his fault. Don't you know that?
it? Fuck yeah, everything is his
Trump
fault.
is the reason we had slavery back when slavery was a thing.
Did we?
You know that? Yep, it was his fault.
I didn't know we had it.
And when World War I, World War II, both Trump. Yeah, he did.
Oh, that guy's
Yeah.
a dick.
He did those. He
Yeah.
did that stuff to us.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was all his fault. Everybody knows that.
Well, yeah.
Did you see that?
I did hear that it was his own fault for getting shot.
Did you see the new
that they
campaign?
blame the victim.
Did you see the new campaign?
Uh-oh. The new campaign.
Yeah, you're not a man if you don't vote for Harris. You haven't seen that one yet? It's just a whole bunch of guys sitting in front of like farms and factories and stuff, and they're going, I'm man enough.
Are they all...
I'm man enough to smoke a brisket and bear. I'm man enough to work 50 hours a week and
Do they...
I'm man enough to have a family and own a and I'm also not afraid of women. I'm man enough to vote for Kamala Harris.
So, now, do these...
Be a man.
Do they
vote for Kamala
do these... Now, there's a difference between a man and a guy and a man.
That's basically the entire ad, and I am not fucking around. Don't look at me like I'm...
There's a
You
guy...
haven't seen it.
As a guy and a man, there's a difference. You can be a guy and not be a man. But
YouTube it.
all right, so the deal of did any of these guys have like man buns?
No, they all were...
No man buns. Okay, were they
but-
wearing any of the like skin tight jeans that are floodwaters? You know,
Nope. They were dressed
did they have?
as if they
Did they
were
have flip flops with every fucking toe
work boots. Yeah.
underneath the work boots though?
No.
Inside the work boot, they
But the guy who plays the farmer in the thing had a perfectly lined up beard and mustache combo.
oh,
goatee.
so you're saying
Perfectly lined up, trimmed, makeup, fucking
oh.
leg up on a stump while he's talking, just the whole time
Saying,
for no reason.
Look at my package.
Black and red flannel button up. Don't play it loud. We can't have the audio on here.
What did? Yeah, we got certain things we can't say.
Yeah, you got to have the audio turned down, but you guys can see it as long as we don't show it on here.
Yeah, you can see it as long as you don't show it. Yeah.
No, not the audience. You,
Oh,
jackass, and
Jesus
her. since
Christ.
She hasn't seen it.
What the fuck is wrong with somebody? That guy looks like. Oh,
Man enough to
That-
vote for.
I think he's been man enough to back somebody up a time or two. Not in the way that you're thinking.
I'm man enough to grind on a feller at 1:30
Hey.
a.m. because I've had a little too much to drink. I'm man enough to meet another man in the bathroom and not ask no questions. Just put my mouth over that hole. I'm man enough to go on Grindr and find me a new friend anytime I'm feeling lonely. And I'm man enough to vote for Kamala Harris.
And just because my name's Biden don't mean nothing.
This supported by a nation, a media, and a general global effort to get Kamala Harris hired.
Hired for what?
Oh, for she gonna be a presidential?
Don't you have to be
lady
nominated
of the
first?
United States. No, she got.
You don't have to be nominated, right?
She got grandfathered in by her grandfather, Joe Biden.
I was gonna say, how can you get grandfathered in when she's not a grandfather? But then
he
he's
looks like a grandfather
because he's the
so-
grandfather that was like smelling his grandkid, right?
It's because he looks like a grandfather, so he just grandfathers people in and sniffs the children.
And then sniffs the children
Don't
here.
forget,
He man enough to sniff a child.
never forget.
Yeah.
I like the way kids smell. I like kids more than people. Why do you say kids more than people? Kids are people, motherfucker.
Yeah, I could
Kids
see.
are people.
Hey, they haven't figured it out. When it,
Because once they hit an age where you see them as people, they become unfuckable. Does not mean that they are not people.
well, they come to a certain point. It depends on too, because it gets to a certain point. It depends on.
So you saw what I was
your
talking.
people's politics is they're not really people until.
You got to be willing to talk about shit. Any person on either side who's like, you vote for who? Fuck you, asshole. Fucking is a moron.
Is that what them guys on that thing said? They said, fuck me, asshole.
Yeah, fuck my asshole.
Oh, that's what they said. Okay. Now we understand.
Fuck my asshole. I got to go audition for this commercial.
You're like, hi. So So all right, is that a conspiracy?
That's their current political campaign angle is to get straight white men to vote.
So you're saying
because they're basically saying if you don't vote for her, you're a fucking pussy.
So okay, let me just have a second, and I'll try to gather all this together. First, it started with
it started that as how most things begin.
Exactly.
First, it started. Yes.
So we had
so great the way you just turned.
Biden was the greatest president ever, according to the
still.
No. Hold on.
You son of a bitch.
So Biden was the great
son of a bitch. Currently, still is asshole. All right.
Okay. So Biden was
a right wing nut job. You're probably a weirdo too, aren't you?
So Biden was the greatest thing. Whatever. So then they were like, no, he's not losing it. No, for like months and months and months and months and months. And then all of a sudden he went on a debate and he lost it because he just the dude's got dementia.
He lost it because he had to talk about stuff in front of people.
Well, because he's got dementia. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know he's, and I'm not making fun of a guy with dementia. I'm just like, dude, you cannot frickin' have a guy leading the country that has dementia.
There's a reason people with dementia aren't out giving speeches and shit.
The guy with dementia has not been running the country, obviously, for months. So who has, for one?
Wife.
So then
his wife. That's why she's so.
So then all of a sudden he didn't want to run anymore. Miraculously, he just magically decided that he wasn't going to run, all on his own.
Just
by the way,
he hasn't been able to physically run.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, he can't walk upstairs. I mean, he can't run. So.
Shoes are heavy and stairs are hard.
I get it. So then he frickin's not running all on his own. That's his own decision, I'm sure. Right after everybody's like, oh, he's going to lose. So then now he was the one that was nominated to run. But now we have somebody else running that wasn't nominated. Right? And then she had.
You'll get there. Come on.
She's had like 4 years.
Well,
3.5.
She just did an interview where she agreed that she helped Biden every step of the way.
Exactly. To do all this stuff. And now she says she doesn't want to do that stuff. She wanted to do other stuff.
One chance to say, I don't know what that motherfucker was doing.
Yeah, he had dementia back then.
And instead she went, we worked together. And that's actually the final vote. On
so she hasn't made any statements about what she said what she would like to do in platitudes, but she hasn't really said what she's going to do and how it's going to get done. And have a plan, like lay out at least a coherent plan.
How?
But we're supposed to vote for her,
and they've been releasing fake numbers on the number of jobs they created.
Well, of course,
and the unemployment number.
They always do that though. Just like gas prices magically go down during a presidential year, election year, every time.
All the prices of shit went down, even though they've been hiked up higher than a fucking prom dress in fucking May.
Well, but that's the evil businesses. That's the evil businesses, just gouging you for profit.
Okay.
See, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
The Democrats and the Republicans have their different ways of taxing people, and the Democrats choose to tax rich people like corporations and other stuff, which causes these corporations to build their factories in other places and to generally leave the U.S. You're supposed to be like playing violin music.
Oh, sorry,
dude. Come on, scratching the mic.
Yeah,
best you got.
But that's all I got.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I don't fucking have a violin.
You have a fucking soundboard.
I got something over here, but I don't know what it is.
You can't even play like sad music in the background.
I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even. No, probably not.
No.
Absolute
failure.
That
was a pretty good timing.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. See?
So yeah.
But they tax those corporations. Corporations leave and fucking all that shit. And then the price of everything goes up because now we're importing stuff, and the ones that stay and get taxed out the ass, the price of their stuff goes up because they're now having to spend more. So you got to do that shit. And then what? I know you're just waiting to hit a button.
Just waiting to hit these buttons.
Sucker. But yeah, and that's why price of shit goes up. And then the Republicans, they increase the taxes for the middle class and stuff, and for people like me, you, all that shit, we pay a little bit more tax on stuff, but they tax the corporate people a little bit less. And that causes corporations to stay in America or come back to America, and then then we save more money because they're being taxed less, so the price of their products comes down, and we spend less at the store because they're being taxed less. But
well, how does that work? I mean,
and even if you tax the piss out of them, there's all these loopholes where they don't pay shit anyways. Who cares? It doesn't. You're spinning your wheels.
Exactly. The only people who are going to pay are going to be the American people.
The only people who are going to pay are the people who can't afford to pay somebody who knows enough to get them around half that shit.
Well, because the people that
have
if you're not an American citizen, you still don't have to pay.
Well, no, but if you don't have a 24/7,
you still get government benefits, but you just don't have to pay for
but
it.
If you don't have like a personal accountant, you don't have these loopholes to get around the shit. So only people making a certain amount of money to where they can afford a personal accountant, those are the only people that are going to get these loopholes and shit.
Darn right.
And that's the way stuff works. That's just the way capitalism and shit works.
All right. What do you think of flat tax?
Flat tax would be cool. I don't give a shit. I'm broke as fuck anyways. It doesn't matter to me.
No, I'm just saying
12, 13%.
I'm saying not
across
just
the board. Every single citizen, every single company, every single person
pays the exact same
13% fucking tax.
Yep.
Across the fucking board.
Yep.
Game over.
Doesn't matter if you make $10 million, you pay 13%. You make $1,000, you pay 13%.
Yep. Game over. There we go. You no longer have to think about it. Rich people don't have to wonder how much to save to pay the government at the end of the year. Nobody has to be confused on anything. We fucking know shit's paid or it's not paid, and your ass is grass. And you fucking move the fuck on.
But they don't want to do that because the moment they do that, they can't pin people against each other. It can't be
scared.
Class warfare is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So once class warfare ain't a thing, then they got to find something else to talk about.
Race.
Well,
gender.
They never stop talking about
Inequality.
that. The only thing that promotes, I'm sure don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a very small portion of the population that are promoting racism and crap like that. The biggest freaking thing that promotes racism in America is the United States government.
Yeah.
Media. I wish they would just shut the fuck up about it. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear about it anymore.
No.
Everybody's just trying to get on with their life and do their thing. Just the same as you don't care what gender or what freaking
nobody does. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
They might be the coolest guy. They might be the most worthless, and it could be anything, nobody cares.
The George Floyd thing just really fucked everything up. What happened should have been police reform and a breakdown of how police operate, how often they get training and re-education, how available is therapy? Are they able to go to therapy after an event and not risk their fucking job by going to therapy? What?
Therapy.
THERAPY.
Why?
Because you're a bitch.
Why?
Boom. Anyway.
Why?
Fuck you. We're not doing that. That's not a people have to listen to that from their kids. They're not. No, you stop it.
But I am.
No, you're not. You're not my kid, because I would have fucking drowned your ass.
No. You know what Dad told me one time?
Bottom of a fucking river holding a cinder block.
Yeah, you know what Dad told me one time?
You're not mine. Stay away from me.
No.
Stop telling people you're my kid.
I was like, I don't know. I was probably like 14 years old, maybe 15, something like that. Somewhere in the ballpark. And he's out working on stuff, and I just start. You know what irritates your father? Everybody knows what irritates their father, right? So I'm being Yeah, exactly. But so I'm just being the, fucking teenager, I'm just kind of poking the bear, kind of just,
Like an idiot.
you know what I mean? And I just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And about, I don't know, he took it for about a half hour, didn't say anything. And, I'm helping him do stuff. And, I don't know. Whatever I said the last thing. I broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got the high score.
Yeah. Whatever it was. Whatever. We were carrying something and I was on the other side carrying it along and I said whatever it was and he stopped. He's just set his eyes, sat down and he goes, literally walked up about that far, nose to nose, and said, "Boy," it's bad then. So, boy, you best knock it off. I will take you out, and I'll make one just like you, but better. Yeah. And I, big old smile, I'm giggling, and he wasn't laughing.
Yeah.
He was serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me, it's like, God damn, that fucking guy ain't playing. I better shut the fuck up. I better knock this off. Yeah, he was a little mad.
I imagine he might have heard that a few times growing up.
Yeah.
That's probably where that came from.
Yeah, I'm guessing he heard it from his dad, which heard it from his dad, which heard it from his dad.
Oh, the days before therapy and shit.
Yeah.
Good God.
So then we've got, so we got freaking this goddamn election thing is just it's a fuck. You could have comedy skits forever.
I vote
off
for
of this.
Scruffy.
I think
Scruffy'd be a great president.
I'm thinking it would be great. It couldn't fuck it up any worse.
Base it off of whether he lets the person pet him or he runs away from him on
Yeah.
whether or not we should make deals with him.
Yeah, he couldn't fuck it up any worse.
If he's cool with him, we'll be like, okay, we'll have some, we'll make some deals. And then if he's not and he runs away from him, we'll be like, ooh, we're getting some tariffs.
So you're saying that
you're getting some tariffs, son.
yeah. So you're saying that they don't eat puppies and stuff, do they?
Who? Who?
The stories.
Who doesn't eat puppies? They. What
yeah.
they might you be talking about,
Well,
sir?
there's a people.
Who?
Who
specifically?
I'm not. I okay.
What
It
particular
was not me.
group of people?
It's not me. I'm just saying that
Eats puppies.
over my life, I've heard.
Who?
Not for me. I just heard. I never made a comment on it.
Puppy eating sons of bitches.
You'll have Penny.
Oh, what? What is that?
So that's the deal. I'd be like, nope, they don't get shit.
I know one motherfucker's gonna get killed by ninjas in the
Somebody's gonna fucking kill him. Yeah, somebody's gonna come over and fucking we're just gonna end you.
You're gonna get killed by ninjas in the middle of the night. Nobody's ever gonna know.
Ninja, hey, karate, hot chop. Hey, Daniel-san, hey.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
So that's all we have to say about the hurricane.
Yeah. Next, moving on from the hurricane.
Did you hear about that big biolab fire in Georgia?
Well, yeah, there's all kinds of shit going on in Georgia. Yeah.
Biolab fire where his chemicals were burning out of control.
Fuck yeah.
For about 2 hours, people talked about it, and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah. You just
And there's nothing to worry about.
it's like when
You don't worry about it no more.
well, it's
Giant
just
clouds
it's
of
like
chemicals.
when somebody freaking the government, the FBI or whatever, has that big burn, to get rid of all the, weed, and
Yeah.
people just go downwind and they're like, yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
oh yeah,
Oh,
that's what it was like.
oh.
So you send all the,
But it's not weed. It's bad for you.
according to Hillary Clinton, you send all the undesirables downwind.
Where? What?
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 Who?
I don't. So the biolab in Georgia was on fire.
Back to square one.
So the biolab in Georgia was on fire for
Yeah.
a while, and then they just
They have flames and shit?
stopped it. Not really. It was just dark orange and dark black, giant clouds of smoke rolling off of it for hours.
So it smoldered, not like not
There
a fire.
was, because when the sprinkler system went off in the building, it chemically reacted with some other stuff that made the explosions and shit worse.
Yeah, and then melted the sprinkler system, I'm assuming.
Then just disappeared from the face of the earth. A couple
What?
hours later, it was
Oh,
gone.
goddamn.
Nothing to worry about.
Fucking is that a government conspiracy?
I mean,
Think they were getting COVID, making COVID there.
God, son of a bitch. It's owned by a company that's tied to BlackRock.
We go again. I tell you what, I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night one time, and these fucking guys are gonna get sick of me saying that. And they're gonna fucking like 10 of them are gonna be over and be like AKs will be like, shut the fuck up, you know?
Oh, yes, but it all comes back to that. Sure does.
Yeah, it all comes back to Blackhawk. All right.
Yes, it does. Sure does.
So
Does. Why wouldn't it come back to that?
well, of course, why not? So then,
Whoa.
the did you hear about the call that mysteriously just never happened?
No.
Well, the governor never answered Kamala's phone call.
Oh, yeah, because DeSantis was too busy running the relief efforts for his fucking state.
You mean doing his job?
Yeah.
And she was
Helping
doing,
people of his state. And she was doing promotional shit for her.
yeah.
campaign.
Oh, weird.
And
So,
he didn't have time for it.
so you're saying that she was mad that
He released, you can look it up. He released they did a press conference
Yeah.
with him afterwards. And
So he
released
was-
a big long statement
Yeah.
explaining it in much better terms than I can.
yeah. So and yeah, the call that
He's
just
a pretty
magically
smart
never
guy.
happened, right?
Yeah, he's a pretty smart fucking dude.
Yeah, he is. Fuck, he's pretty. If he can
can't-
fucking,
I
he had
doubt-
that shit fucking lined up, ready to go.
I doubt.
I mean,
agree
obviously,
with everything that he fucking does.
no, but I mean, obviously, you can't fucking, you can line everything up, but you know, when there's 250-mile-an-hour winds and fucking 2 feet of rain coming down, you can't
Some
like,
shit might
you
happen.
can't just like, hey guys. Set up the tent for everybody to, you know what I mean? you kind of got to let it fucking get done first.
sure are doing a great job, Ms. Harris.
Yeah.
for the phone call.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your support.
700
luck on the campaign trail.
Yeah, $750.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fake news now.
Oh,
They never said that.
Oh,
Joe
that's
Biden
right.
came out and said that that's a lie. That's a Trump disinformation.
oh, of course.
She never
course.
said that.
It's just like,
You remember when you watched on the news and she said that?
oh yeah.
She never said that.
Well,
That wasn't.
oh, so I didn't
wasn't her.
see that.
That was fake news by Trump.
So you're saying it's same as the White House press secretary, secretary. Yeah, we all fucking know what's up. Anyway, yeah, we know what's going on. Just like she said that, you know, the White House said that
FEMA did not give any aid to the immigrants and stuff like that.
well, that
They
yes,
gave
that
them
too, and they were
$670 million.
exactly. So they
$670
well, this is the deal. I mean,
million.
this is how dumb they think we are, and this is the most annoying part. Is did FEMA give that money to the no?
No, it was
But
taken out. It was taken out.
Taken
of the
out of
FEMA
the
account.
FEMA account, and they know
used
exactly
for
what
that.
we're saying. You know what
Yes.
I mean? How dumb do you think? I mean, that's what I'm
Pretty
saying.
fucking dumb.
They
dude.
think we're fucking.
Dude, I still see Biden, Harris,
They think we're stupid.
or Harris Walls, fucking.
Oh yeah,
things up.
Walls kind of fucked things up pretty bad.
Why?
But
Just because he doesn't know how to operate a fucking gun? in
yeah,
any
well,
way
yeah.
whatsoever.
He doesn't have any slightest
And
idea
he-
what he's talking
and he
about
may
either.
or may not have been having sex with a student. That's why he stopped teaching.
Well, this is a different deal. That's a whole different deal. I mean, nobody cares about none of that.
Potato.
Yeah.
Taking
So
them
they-
to concerts and taking
so they-
16-year-old girls to concerts.
Hey, I tell you what, you know, you don't have to tell your parents about nothing anymore in Minnesota.
That's one hell of a gold star.
Yeah, you don't have to tell your parents about nothing in Minnesota anymore. So but the deal of that you have with the Kamala Harris, or no, with the White House, and they said that they asked the question. They're like, okay, you know, okay, that you're giving $200 million or whatever to Lebanon, and the government can quote find that money, but you need Congress to come back into session to allocate $200 million for North Carolina, our citizens. Okay. So, and obviously, well, that's disinformation, they kept saying.
Yeah, that's all they say when you catch them.
So the deal is I don't know. Like I say, okay, I can understand that being a situation. You know what I mean? But if it was me, I mean, just common sense. If you want to make that go away and turn it around to be a good thing for you, right? I would have came out and said, hey, we have $200 million going to Lebanon. We need Congress to come back to allocate money for this. I'm going to allocate that money going to Lebanon directly to North Carolina. And then you guys have to come back in Congress now and figure out how to allocate money going over there. But that money that we have right now, we're sending there.
Yeah.
That would have been like, oh shit, these guys are on it, you know?
How hard is that?
Yeah, no, they didn't. No, it's disinformation.
Well, you would have to take some money out of your rich buddies' pockets that they were about to make.
Well, yeah, but
You have to reallocate.
yeah, exactly.
that, and you might lose a couple of friendships.
They actually were turning people away. Did you hear that?
Yeah, because they didn't have the right products. They weren't sponsored by the right people.
Yeah, the right
You didn't
company
have the
wasn't
approval.
making the
Yeah.
approval. They didn't get
have the approval to
approval
dispense products
from the government buddies to make money.
Basically, if you were bringing products from a Republican company, you're not allowed to
Exactly.
distribute them.
Yeah.
If it was a company that backed the Democrats, then they were allowed to distribute.
Then you had what do you
They
think?
politicized the entire fucking thing, and when it was the worst time to
Dude,
possibly fucking
I
do
can't
that.
believe people do this shit either.
Yep.
It just shows.
Now they're everywhere is trying to pass these little laws to let illegal immigrants vote, so that they can vote in these small areas. They're
trying to.
Yeah,
and that was the whole idea, letting them in the first place.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what
We're gonna rig the election.
That's what we told them, or not we, but that's what everybody was telling them. This is the reason what they're doing. This is why they're doing it. They're like, no. Now they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, hello. I mean, common sense would tell you, right? And it's not. I mean, they understand where the people are all against the divide between this side and this
The messed
side.
up thing is the Democrats have become absolutely everything bad that they used to say the Republicans were.
Yeah.
They've literally turned into that.
I tell you what.
They started being able to work the stock market and making some rich friends. Oh, hey, being wealthy and knowing wealthy people ain't that bad.
I mean, like Pelosi?
And then fucking.
I mean, like Nancy Pelosi that
Pelosi built a fucking kingdom off of her political fucking career.
Well, because she was on the approval,
serving the people.
Yeah, she was on the approval board. So she all of a sudden, poof, the stuff she approved, she made a ton of money on.
Yeah, like when she approved
like, oh, you're the one that knew it was coming out.
Approved a certain microchips to be used in all this U.S. stuff, and then right before that came out, like 2 weeks before that, oh, she bought a bunch of stocks in this company that was going to sell the government those microchips.
But it was random.
And then, poof, that company blew up, and she sold it all off, made a killing off.
But it was just random.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah,
It's not insider trading.
No.
Because you know what's about to happen and react accordingly.
Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes down to like, there's a few people that have been there for a while that I think are pretty level headed on either party, right? You know what I mean?
Where?
There's a few. I mean, there's a shit ton of them. There's like 500, 600 fucking of them up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking like 10 on each side.
Get any camera time?
Yeah, I think on 10 on each side, but I'm sick and tired of this frickin' these guys being in there for 45 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. There should be a limit to where you, like the president, he serves 2 terms, done.
Yeah, but you see, that's
and then you get somebody else in for a better idea. The deal is if we get these guys, let's say we let them go 3 terms or whatever, or a 12-year maximum. How about that? 12-year maximum.
Uh-huh.
And then it's time for somebody new. Get some new.
I mean, do they keep getting voted in?
Yeah, because people see the name and they're like, oh, that's our guy.
Huh. Maybe we got to change the way people campaign for shit.
I think it's not that. It's the put it this way. If you are not in the government right now. You know what I mean? You're not elected. So,
No,
okay.
I'm not.
It's a fucking miracle, huh? Weird. But
I
how do you get your name out?
in the government.
How do you get your name out?
Out
Let's say you
there.
run, and how do you get your name out to everybody?
I start punching people in the arm in the mall.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna
They're
help.
like, dude, who the fuck are you? I tell them my name and I'm running for Congress.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know how that's gonna go. But
No, it'll go fine.
deal is you'll be running against somebody that been in there for 20 years. Everybody knows his name. It's a household name, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody just knows it. When somebody says, "Oh, I know that guy. He's senator," right? On top of that, the party is kicking millions upon millions to get him elected.
Yeah.
You don't have that,
No.
and you never will. So
No.
that's why I'm saying at 12
Thanks.
years,
Thanks for that, bro.
what the deal is at 12 years, they need to cut it.
You need
And then you need to get somebody new in, for it ain't name recognition, the same old boring ideas, the same old boring.
You need to cut it.
We need to grow and get some fresh blood. You know what I mean? We really do.
Yeah.
Not
Did
the
you hear what
same
France
old
did?
tire ideas. Isn't?
Did you
isn't-
hear what France did?
Oh no,
France fired everybody in their government.
that'd be good.
They fired the whole thing.
We need to start
They're
over.
just going to start having elections for every position.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to do that.
Yeah.
I would say.
France literally.
I mean, I
did
would
that,
honestly,
and
I would take the deal, the best. I mean, there's some guys in there that I really like that have been there longer than 12 years. But I think we should put like a 12-year minimum or maximum, and just say the next cycle, anybody that's been here longer than you're gone, you got to find somebody else.
just make it 10. Let's go metric on this.
Well, the reason why I say 12 is because then it will overlap a presidency. You won't just be like 8 years. Oh, I was a senator during this presidency and helped him out the whole. Okay, you were 4 years, half of you know what I mean, with someone else. So
But you could still be 8 years with one guy and then spend 4 years fucking shit up for the next guy.
exactly, or trying to maintain as they're trying to change, you know, whatever. Or maybe you are fucking it up, and it's good that you get out of there and get somebody in. You know what I mean? That's decent. That has a better way to go about it, or new ideas, things like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think overlap would help, but I don't think a double over. You know, I don't think 16 years would be great. I think a 12-year window would be.
I said 10.
I think 10, but then like I say, you're on your way out. The last 2 years, nobody cares. You know what I mean?
Ah, joke's on you. Nobody cared the first.
Well, exactly. But I'm just saying, I think that'd be a great thing.
I think it's not a bad idea.
I'm thinking,
I like it a lot.
I think it would a couple of things we need to change. Like,
I need to sit the fuck up, dude. This
Like,
cat is eating me. This is why we need chairs, bro.
I know.
This fucking thing is eating me.
Then we get, but yeah, like even the presidency. Yeah, we have term limits on it, but people are going to be the presidency to get rich.
Yeah.
We should. I mean,
you're not just going to be president and then Mr. President for the rest of your life. You're building a dynasty now.
exactly.
You're building enough to fall back into a major corporate.
For your kids can get into the
And
government.
you're also going to fall into a major corporate role of some kind.
Yeah.
Or work for some charity, or
Write
go
a
on
book for
massive
millions
tour,
upon millions of
go
dollars.
on a
and,
huge tour.
yeah, exactly. So the deal, I mean, honestly, we need to limit it. Hey, I don't know what the president gets paid like $400,000 a year. I say we should double it.
Yeah.
Tax free.
Yeah.
No tax. He gets the whole lump sum, but that's it.
I'd say make it an even $1 million a year.
But that's it.
To be president should be just a flat $1 million.
Okay, but he doesn't get one more dime. If somebody comes and gives him
Not allowed to get donations.
like, hey, you can use my car.
Nope.
This Ferrari or whatever it is, and okay, whatever that would normally cost, that comes out of that fucking $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, you can stay at my house for 2 weeks out on the beach or
Well, then
whatever.
he would still
Okay,
be-
whatever that would normally cost, that
It
comes
would still
out.
be bought and sold by people because they would just give the money to relatives or friends and family. They would dispense gifts and other things. They
But that would
find
be
ways to do
But
it.
that would be very obvious.
Yeah, but they don't. Nobody.
That
gives
would
a
be no,
shit.
because people would see it, and I think people would start be saying, no.
Everyone knows that Nancy Pelosi built her fucking wealth off of the stock market and illegal insider trading. Look how many people are calling for her to go down.
And everybody knows she's to blame over January 6th.
She was in charge of security for the whole thing.
And she said no.
And who's calling for her head?
Oh, they did. Did you hear? They did finally come out and say that they did have a lot of the instigators on January 6th were government officials.
Yeah, FBI guys.
Yeah, and government officials that were instigators were inside the building also. So they're the ones that created the damn situation.
Well, who do you think was dropping off bricks on the side of the fucking road, full pallets of bricks where there was going to be protests when fucking the George Floyd shit started?
Yeah, damn right.
FBI.
Yep.
They've been doing this the whole fucking time. Everybody knows it. It's out in the open. It's common knowledge. And
We all know that, but they deny it.
it doesn't matter.
But we all know
All they
it.
have to do is say, And there's enough people out there going, well, they should, They wouldn't do that, would they?
Well, no, they stand on the deal of, well, they can't prove it. They've never proved it.
And I hear,
Now they did.
well, there's nothing you can do about it. I hear that more now than I've ever heard it in my entire life. Well, who cares? Nothing you can do about it. Might as well just fucking do what you want and have fun. That's what I hear from everybody. You can't change it. Nothing you can do about it. Might as well get fucked up and have a good time.
Well, the deal is, honestly, this is honestly what I heard a lot. I mean, whatever, but a lot of the young crowd, the 18 to 25s, 18 to 26, whatever, they're like, they all, how you were, you're a little rebellious, you're a little this,
You know everything about everything.
and you just want to stick it to the man, that kind of,
Right in his pooper.
So yeah, now what they're doing, they're like, yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump. Fuck him. Watch this.
That would be funny.
I mean, why not?
That would be great if that happened.
Dude,
Be super.
and then like after that, they would be like to the age of, hey,
Aquarius,
I'm starting to understand now.
Age of Aquarius. Aquarius.
So we're back to Blackcock. So right, they probably had something to do with that too.
With what?
The Aquarius.
Who's the Aquarius?
No, Blackhawk had something to do with it, right? Everything you talk about, Blackhawk has something to do with it.
It's a constellation.
They probably made it.
No. That would be the Lord.
I did hear a fucking psycho.
Lord made
I
it.
did hear a psycho. Like this,
He went-
I don't know, this is like 6-7 years ago. Did hear a psycho that says, I'm like, we're talking about Elon Musk and going to SpaceX
I
and
love
different
Elon
stuff.
Musk.
I think he's awesome.
Smells so good.
So we were sitting there freaking, talking, about this and that, and this weirdo sitting next to us, and we're talking about, fucking, the stars and this and that and the different planets and whatever, and just having a general discussion. And this weirdo next to us is, you guys realize the stars aren't real. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. He said,
The fuck?
oh no, yeah,
That's-
okay. You all right, hold
The
on.
fuck you say?
Yeah. I'm like, what?
What time was this?
And me,
What time was this?
Oh, this is about fucking like 1:30 in the morning. So,
1:30. Yeah.
oh yeah, he's
Who
had.
the fuck is this asshole?
Oh, he's had.
Yeah, who's this asshole?
You're
You're gonna send me to fucking bed at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and you're gonna have that in my fucking head? I'm worried about whether or not I can pay
Oh, no.
my fucking
No, no.
bills, how my vehicle's gonna fucking run, and now I have to think about whether or not the fucking stars in the sky are real or
Oh
not.
no, fucking hold on.
Fuck you.
It gets better. Because I'm, me, I'm not ever gonna let anything go.
No.
I'm gonna be like, oh really?
So
Why
what
is
are
that?
they?
You know what I mean? He turns around and commences to tell me as he's doing the, hey, whoa, stars ain't real. He's
Who the
tweaking.
fuck is that?
Yeah, he's tweaking like a motherfucker, right? So he tells me stars ain't real. I'm like, oh really? How do you know? He goes, everybody knows. They just put a big blanket sheet over the top of the entire earth and they poked holes in it and turned the lights on.
What lights?
I was like,
Who's on the other side?
no, hey, there's a certain point where you just
big
like,
is this fucking blanket.
oh, I know. So I'm saying this motherfucker's huge. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah.
The sun is inside the blanket?
Well, yeah.
Huh?
It's not real, he said.
Then what is it?
The moon landing wasn't real.
Oh yeah, no. We're still on stars. What is it then?
I have no fucking. He said
the
it
sun?
fucking. Sorry, he pulled fucking holes in the guy.
sun? What's daytime then?
I have no idea. This is this dude. Trust me.
They untuck the blanket.
The moon. What's
The
the moon?
Earth is in a
Yeah.
constant state of being tucked into bed, and being untucked.
He's
out
going to
of bed.
tuck it with the tucker.
So the great blanket
this-
man in the sun.
This. Then he went on to fucking say all this stuff like NASA really never did this. Area 51, they don't have aliens. They're doing genetic tests and changing people.
Into
You know,
what?
all right, guys, this is not for me. I'm just telling you what this fucking dude told me. All right.
Like I said, conspiracy theory stuff. What is it? What are they changing people into?
He said the different races were genetically engineered at Area 51.
They did. I saw a TikTok, so this is not science or any kind of
Oh, I know.
research whatsoever.
I know.
But I saw a TikTok that was trying to say that being white is a fucking mutation in your genes. People aren't supposed to be white.
Yeah, I don't know. They
So
said they were
they're,
changing.
Like, literally, TikTok's trying
Yeah.
to like tell people like if you're white, it's because you're a fucking mutant. Like, fuck you. How about that? It's already it's my fault for fucking slavery. It's my fault for wages not being correct. It's my fault for the mistreatment of every gender or race that has ever been put down ever. And I can't pay my fucking rent.
Well, yeah, but you don't have the right. You should never be allowed to even exist anyway.
I didn't ask. Wasn't my idea.
Really? Really? Really?
I've actually tried to check out a few times.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm not even supposed to
that's
be here.
why you're broken.
What?
That's why you're broken.
Who is?
Oh, boy.
What? Where?
Ah,
Did you do it?
yeah, the dog did it. Definitely the dog did it.
Well, he's driving.
He's,
Mm.
Well, yeah, he's got to have a power nap.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why he sleeps the whole time he's here. He drove the whole fucking way here, dude.
Damn right.
Yeah, he's wore out.
So, all right, we'll get into a couple weird things. Let me think of a few.
Ooh, what other
All
weird...
right, no, I was going to think of like, we're going to do a little, just like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or a quick thing, couple minutes, whatever, of just like one or the other, you know,
Okay.
right? So, just,
Is Antarctica actually a giant secret base run by all the governments working together? The New World Order. Because there's parts of Antarctica that you can't go to.
well, of course. I mean, everybody fucking knows that.
Oh, okay. Clearing that up. Next. Is the Earth here's a new theory I heard on flat Earth. This is fucking no, this is
no.
this is fun. I like this one.
There we
The
go.
new theory on flat Earth is that the flat part of the Earth that is surrounded by the ice wall is actually just a small spot on the actual Earth, which is actually a giant frozen ball thousands of times bigger than what we think the Earth is.
So,
But we're the
No,
only
no, no,
spot
no,
that's,
no,
we're the
uh,
only spot that's
no,
thawed
no,
on this giant planet of ice.
Yeah, okay. So what you're saying is the theory is that from the flat Earth theorists
Yes.
that the Earth is flat, but it's actually round
Yes.
at the same time.
It's flat, but it's not flat. The part we're on
Yeah, it's flat,
is
but it's not flat.
But
It's
just
just
because we're on a small part of what is actually a massive globe.
yeah.
You're welcome.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to say to that. So
Yeah,
it's,
suck some of that truth,
Yeah.
unbelievers.
all right.
Yeah.
So we got it's like
NASA's a lie.
All right. So how about just kind of see where you're at, kind of on just anything.
Okay.
Bigfoot, real or not?
Maybe. Bigfoot could be real.
You can't take the middle ground.
The new theories on Bigfoot now are that Bigfoot is actually an interdimensional being, and when they see Bigfoot on this plane, it's Bigfoot trying to break back through from the other plane of existence.
So is it real or not? It's got to be one or the other. I mean, it can't be 50-50.
Real,
even if you're 50.1 or 49.9, which way do you, it's got to be one.
I believe that something like Bigfoot-ish, something like that definitely used to exist, but I don't think it does anymore.
Okay.
But if it did, it would be in one of these massive forests where people go missing all the fucking time.
All right.
Because people go missing all the fucking time in like national forests and shit like that, and they just don't fucking find them. They're like, yeah, a bear ate them or some shit. Sorry. And they just don't find anything, and they're just cool with it. Yeah. And it's cool with it. You're like, he was walking down the hill, he fucking hit his toe on a rock, and he looked up, and the bear was like, nah, and fucking he's gone now.
Yeah. So
that's how bears attack. If you hear that in the woods, you hear, meh, it's over before you even. That's why nobody tells anybody that that's the sound bears make when they attack, because fucking that you don't live if you hear that.
All right. So Roswell, the alien story, real or just made up bullshit?
I have some information on that.
Oh, fuck. How did I know?
Let me clear my throat just a wee bit while I dig into my research notebook.
All right, we're going to be here a while.
Oh, that burp tasted like cum. Anyways, that's more smoke and that ish stuff. Another great
All
show.
I could think about when you said that was,
another great
damn
show
it.
on here.
Poor fucking.
Area 51, July 1947. UFO crashes in Roswell, New Mexico. Locals saw a flying saucer craft, in quotations, fly over the city and then crash. They witnessed both. Some said that they saw non-human beings near the crash site. And the government, when this first happened, the government said it was a UFO. And then later came out the next day saying it was a weather balloon. 1 to 3% of Americans claim to have been abducted by aliens.
That way, anal probes too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 3 to 10 million people on the face of the earth believe that they've been abducted.
Well, of course, you got to have the alien abduction
And
insurance.
there's a lot of fertilization talk. Almost everybody talks about something being done with their nether regions. And also almost all of them talk about telepathy. The aliens talking with their minds, not using their mouths, talking with their big space brains.
So is that why they got them big bug eyes?
Also, a lot of talk of being impregnated and then having that pregnancy.
Hey, that's double indemnity.
Having that
When you
pregnancy,
have insurance.
which develops hyper fast, then having the baby taken in the same way, being abducted again and having the baby taken.
That's double indemnity on the alien abduction insurance.
Also,
there is a real.
Also-
it's not real, but yeah, there's a thing.
Also, people who have near-death experiences also talk about telepathy with the angels. So,
All right, so now I just question. It's got to be one or the other, right? It's got, even if it's 49, 50.1, right? You know what I mean? So,
what's the question?
okay, the crash.
Yes.
Did it happen with aliens or not?
There was a crash. It was an unidentified flying object,
Yeah.
but it was most likely some sort of flying thing from somewhere else. Like
Probably
a different country, maybe.
or Area 51
Or-
something they've never
Or
seen
something
before.
they were working on at Area 51, which everybody knows is an experimental flight facility. You know, that's one of the things that it is openly. It experiments with new planes and jets, and that's where the stealth bomber was tested out and all that other stuff.
All right. So all right, we got that. I'm just trying to clear, like say, how about are the abductions real or just
Most likely
people-
not, because almost all of them started at that time of Roswell and then afterwards.
yeah, not by any time before.
There was almost zero talk of it before then.
Okay. So then how about them little bug-eyed gray freaks? Are they real or they've been here or not?
It's possible because if you put the human body into zero gravity for, let's say, generations of people.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Basically what our body would turn into.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
That is almost pretty much what we would end up looking like.
Now, on a broad scope, is there alien life or not? I'm just saying on a broad scope.
I'd say
whether
there
it's a
almost
microbe,
has to be.
yeah,
There almost
I'll
has to
guarantee
be.
there's alien.
Some form. We're talking like everything
Now,
from bacteria
do
to
you-
fucking anything. There has to be somewhere.
do you think there's anything alien, in the universe? It's huge, obviously bigger than we can imagine. Is there anything like sentient like us?
Think of it like
That's
this.
not just like we see
Think of
as
it like
animals.
this. If
We see us.
there was something like that, and they were, let's say, smart enough to have figured out light speed travel or something even close to it, and they were somehow able to figure that out, so they're far more intelligent than we are. So we're, let's see, we're only like a couple % of DNA different from a chimpanzee.
Yep.
How do we feel about the smartest chimpanzee?
Yeah, dumb.
We're like, oh, that chimpanzee is about as smart as one of our babies.
Yeah.
So let's say aliens come here. We would have, back in the day, it would have been like Stephen Hawking or something before he died. We would have wheeled out the smartest person on the face of the earth. And they would have been like, oh, that's cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
Look, that pasty, fleshy thing can do quantum physics in its head like our babies do.
Yeah.
When they're
Now the deal is, like I say, that I do believe also, I do believe there's something. And I do,
they would
I
not
would
come visit us and try.
I would like to believe.
How would you explain to a chimpanzee, hey,
Well, it's not just
go
that.
down to the store and grab me milk and eggs and butter and
It's not just that. They might be on the other side of the universe. So even if they
if they're
are,
equivalent to us, you'd say,
yeah,
like
they're
somewhere
equivalent
in
to
the
us, or even
neighborhood?
let's say they're 1,000 years
Simply
above us.
self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're 1,000 years above, it'd still take them like 1,000,000 light years to get
They
here.
would never.
It would. We're never going to run into them
would
until
never
we
bother.
figure something
It would
else
have
out.
to be such a random event.
They would
because-
never even know we're here.
No.
So-
So they would have so many options of other places to go at the same time that the chances of them picking here and coming here are astronomically, it's just insignificant to even think about it.
Exactly. So I'm just kind of curious. I do believe there's definitely life out there, just
For sure.
of some kind.
How self-aware
I would
it is,
like
I
to
don't know.
believe that there's at least one or a few, self-aware.
Well, you got to think.
I would like to believe.
there's
I'd like to believe it. It
There's
makes me.
literally trillions upon trillions of galaxies
Yep.
in the universe. And in our galaxy, just the Milky Way, in our one galaxy, there are more stars than there are grains of sand on the face of the earth.
Huh? You count them?
No, but there are.
Were you like fucking Rain Man?
No, that's
Definitely 465,000 trillion, 472 fucking people. Definitely,
no.
definitely
they just,
Wapner.
estimated how many grains of sand would be on the face of
Yeah,
the Earth,
yeah.
and they did that by the stars in our galaxy, and they're
Yeah, it's
far
ridiculous.
More, far
So-
more. So the fact that anybody thinks that there isn't is ridiculous. Now, whether or not they would waste their fucking time,
I don't
talking
think they've
to
ever visited
a
it.
planet full of fucking chimps.
I don't think so.
I don't think they would. If
don't
they were
think so.
smart enough to get here, they sure as fuck wouldn't want to talk to us. We're idiots.
Yeah. And
We're
it's
down here playing with sticks. And
also
our poop.
then like I say, just kind of on a lighter note, just kind of a quick one. Star Wars, Star Trek.
I always liked Star Wars more, but it's just because Star Trek came out like 10 years before I was, I feel like Star Trek came out earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Star
they
Wars.
did.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that I can't remember exact dates,
Like
but
by the time
they came out in the 60s, and
yeah.
Star Wars came out in the 80s, early 80s.
So by the
Early
time,
80s.
like I was born in '84. So by the time Star Wars and stuff had come out, Star Wars was still, it was for nerds when I was younger. But Star Trek was for like nerdy dads and shit.
Yeah.
Watch Star Trek. I was a Star Wars guy until the first 3 movies were epic. They were epic. They're
The original or the
Yes.
first 3?
no,
Because
the original.
the original 3, you
first
mean 3,
to
4,
come
and
out,
5, the
first
original.
3 to come out.
Yes.
Were the best. It was an epic.
It was. They should have left it
epic
alone.
Space opera.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was so good. And then when they came out and did the first 3 movies, where they made the biggest mistake was the guy that they hired to do the acting for Anakin Skywalker. He was absolutely tone deaf as an actor. He had no range of emotion.
Math.
He was literally like a fucking Twilight character. Just mopey and fucking all the fucking time. All the time. No matter how good things were, no matter how bad they were, he was always fucking melancholy all the fucking time.
Yep.
It was absolutely terrible to fucking watch. And then they locked him in for all 3 fucking movies, destroying it. They of course, they saved some of it with epic things from like the guy who played Darth Maul. Did a fantastic job. He was a very talented martial artist, a great sword fighter, all that stuff. They had great ideas, really developed that fucking character, but that was just a movie. And then Count Dooku was okay, but nowhere near as horrible of a person as he is in like the books and the lore and shit. They could have went way darker with that.
I tried, and this is the deal.
And then things like fuck, I'm gonna get fucking hated for this.
Well, of course you're hated.
The robot guy with all the arms,
Oh, the General so-and-so.
Grievous or whatever. Yeah, he was a nice touch. That was fucking pretty fucking cool. His whole concept of shit, I kind of liked him. Jar Jar Binks was an absolute miss. Absolute fucking miss. Forced in there to try and get a new generation of kids to like it, which was fucking retarded. Those kids will... The thing about entertainment industry is they don't understand that children and things will naturally be ushered into liking their products by meeting people who they think are cool, who are also into those things. It just naturally, they emulate and they look up to people who they think are cool. And if you get that to people will look up to, whether it's their dad or fucking their friend's older brother or whatever.
But I think that like this, it's me. I watched the originals,
and then
when they came
after
out,
Disney bought it. You might as well. Those should have been released into somebody's butthole.
I watched the originals in the theater when they first came out. Loved them.
Yeah,
I was young. I can't remember. I'm guessing 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe 8. I'm not positive.
It literally took you on
But it was like, oh my God, these are amazing. We've never seen anything like that. I mean, back then, that was huge. I mean, fucking huge. And then, so it was iconic and great. And then they came out with these new ones. And I watched about 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the first one. And it fucking sucked. And I was like,
after Disney bought it,
it fucking sucked.
I never watched
so
a second of it, and I fucking refused.
Well,
because she just gets powers whenever she needs them.
Well,
Instead
first
of training
3,
and developing force powers, she just goes, "Oh, if I could only do this," and then it happens. Boom.
Well, and it was the first 3 when they come out with, because I watched the original 3, which are 3, 4, and 5.
Yes. No.
I tried to watch.
3, 4, and 5,
I tried to watch.
No, 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. Yes.
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6. And then I tried to watch
and
1.
6 is a shady motherfucker too, because the Ewoks was dumb as fuck.
It was, but at least it was a great concept.
It was cool for the comedy aspect and a little bit of that, but to put it in that they helped take down the fucking Empire. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I know.
A bunch of guys with sticks and stones and twigs and
we had
took down robots. It's so fucking dumb.
You take the first one, the number 1, the new remake, the number. I watched like 20 minutes. I couldn't do it. They suck.
One of the
I fast
1,
forward
2, and
about
3,
20 minutes and watch.
1, 2, and 3.
Fast forward 20 minutes, watch for a little bit. And I'm like,
1,
this
2
fucking sucks.
Dude, for 1, 2, and 3, you watch the parts that for 1 that have Darth Maul in them, and then God, what is it? For 2, you watch the parts that have like sword fights and shit in them,
And I think,
and then 3 you watch because 3 is where he turns into Darth Vader, and they do a pretty the sword fight at the end of the 3rd movie between him and fucking only one can of beans is absolutely epic, dude.
well,
It's so fucking good. The choreography in those movies for the sword fighting is great, and the way like Mace Windu dies, Samuel L. Jackson's character, the way he dies, he just gets force pushed out a fucking window.
well, it happens.
Yeah, he's a Jedi master. He's one of the
Jesus
top.
Christ.
He's on the Jedi Council. He's one of the top fucking dudes, and he gets a.
Yeah, fucking dumb.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying is, okay, I think the only thing that anybody learned from that, from them 3 movies, is not to do it fucked up like that.
Well,
so now when you take, like, say, Star Trek,
good movies
you take
with a good story.
Yep, you take
not
Star
with
Trek
CGI.
now, and they've went back, right, and started at the beginning.
Oh, and those
And
newer movies,
they're
I've heard that
fucking
they are
amazing.
So fucking good.
They're
dude.
amazing. They did them right, and that's where I think that when they did the Star Wars movies,
They took a risk on that
great
fucking dude
idea,
from
and they
Harold
fucked
and
it
Kumar.
up. Yep.
That dude from Harold and Kumar. I can't think of his fucking name. The Asian dude. They took a risk on him. Having
Asian.
him.
I think he's Indian.
No, that's the other guy.
Is he the other guy?
Yeah, the Asian dude's in there as Sulu or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah.
And they took him from like a comedy stoner fucking movie, that's all he'd really been known for, and they took him and put him in a serious action role. And dude, he did a fucking great job.
Dude, I really enjoy them movies.
100% believable, dude.
Yeah, I really do enjoy them
You're
movies.
fucking like short of breath through half that fucking movie, like, oh fuck, oh shit.
I really do. I enjoy them movies.
Down, dude.
And
It took what Star Trek, the original ones, were missing, because they couldn't really just pull it off back then.
well, you take like for me, I watched it. I'm from the area,
They
I
made it
watched
high action though, which is
true,
fucking perfect.
But the deal is like you take like the movies, Star Trek movies, the first 2 or 3.
Mhm.
Man, great ideas, great storyline, horrible sets.
Well,
Horrible acting.
yeah, they just
and
took what they were doing on TV and moved it to a movie theater.
all
It's like,
they
dude,
couldn't
step it up.
Yeah, they couldn't do it. Then when they did
think, like,
quote the next generation.
Wrath of Khan is where they really did a good one.
Yep, that was a good, but
The story was so good.
I still don't get fucking Ricardo Montalban, no, man. That was just fucking crazy. I just can't do it.
Fake abs and shit on Ricardo Montalban.
That was fucking
has to be
hilarious.
one of the most distracting and dumb ass fucking things, but I think it was actually something that he put in there that had to be a thing.
And then, but I think when they went to the next generation, you had Picard and all that, all the movies of them or whatever, they were actually pretty good flicks. And then now that they're doing these new back to the beginning, these fucking things are even better. And I'm like,
They did a
okay,
really good job
I'm
picking the guy for Captain Kirk and shit. They did a great job.
Oh, dude, they've
Great
got
job,
it,
dude.
They got it. And I'm like, that's the only thing I thought
They're not
of.
braggadocious with it. You don't see
No.
Star Trek hoodies, Star Trek fucking comforter. Oh, you could wipe your ass with Star Trek toilet paper. You don't see like the way they whore out Star Wars.
You can find it. I'm sure you can
if you
find
want
it.
it,
Oh, yeah.
you can get it, but
Yep.
it's not being shoved down your fucking throat like Star Wars is. Oh, you could fucking have Baby Yoda condoms, dude. Baby Yoda
And
everywhere.
that's the deal. Is
There's a Baby Yoda.
if
butt
they would have
plug.
left the original 3 Star Wars,
It would have gone down in history as one of the greatest like cinematic operas
man,
ever.
that was the most amazing. You know what I mean?
How about the new Dune movies?
Dune, I like them.
I saw the first one. I haven't.
I've
the
seen them
second one
both.
yet.
I like them.
I really, really liked the first one. So
Yes.
I haven't gone to see the second one yet because
I like them a lot.
The second one's good too.
Yes, I
I'm
like
used
them a
to
lot.
Ruining shit.
No. It still plays. It plays right off of where the first one ended,
Beautiful.
and it's good. They didn't fuck it up.
Nice.
I like it. I
Nice.
really, really do. You know, I
didn't realize the story of Dune was like such an epic.
I didn't either.
It got, I think, trumped by Star Wars coming out.
I didn't realize it was
so
such a
hard.
thing until I watched the movie, and then you kind of see it's a good story. It's fucking a great movie, but
fantastic.
you know, I'm not going to be a freak of, you know, I need to, you know, none of that, but it's a great story and shit. I like it. You know, I thought it
And
was.
you could even like, if I was a movie guy, I would think of down the road tying that into Star Wars, like having it be, oh, this is in the same theatrical universe, but these planets are so far away from each other. You know, they're practically in different, you know, galaxies.
And see, so now, like I said, just for an idea of what you think, because you've seen the Star Trek, you've seen where they started off back in the '60s, the TV show.
Not much, but I do know what you're talking
You know,
about. Like,
everybody's
for
seen it a
reference.
little bit, and then you've seen the original movies, or at least some of them.
And not
Yeah,
really.
and
not
then
really. I saw.
Did you see the Next Generation kind of stuff?
But I
and
know
then-
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
The
everybody.
outfits
Yeah, that's
kinda
what I'm saying.
changed
You
a little
kind of
bit.
know.
They updated. It was kind of a 90s
All right, and then they kind of
thing.
bounce and they do this and they do that and they have a bunch of different offshoots or whatever. But
Yeah,
now
Next
they're
Generation was like a revival. Of,
yeah,
yeah,
it's like
Star Wars,
another
Star
100
Trek.
years in the future or something like that.
Yeah, but Star Trek was kind of fading out.
it was,
you
it
know, 'cause
was.
The old Shatner movies had kind of everything had run its course. Shatner was now an old
Yep.
guy.
And he
couldn't
still
actually
does
do
some
anymore.
cameo appearances, kind
Of
of,
course.
you know. Shit. I mean, it just,
I really hope William Shatner's a nice guy.
I think he is.
Really hope he is.
I really, as much as I've ever heard, I think he is a really nice guy. I mean, anybody can be
And
a
with
dick.
Halloween coming up, he is the Michael Myers mask. That is a layout of his face. I'm not kidding.
Really, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is fucking William Shatner's face. They just did a flat mold of it for something, and one of the flat molds got out, and they used it for the Halloween movie.
Oh, there you go.
And now it's a huge fucking thing.
So it's the deal is they've went, you know, all that from the
Shatner's
Next
never looked so
Generation. They
terrifying.
went to that deep space thing, and they went to the
and the
other
whole way
Delta
they're going,
Quadrant
the whole
stuff
way
or
they're
whatever.
Going, like,
Now they're back to the
technology's
beginning.
getting better. Like cinematics are getting better the whole way. Like each time there's a new show
Yep,
that comes
yep.
out, you're like, oh, this is kind of a cool, yeah.
Now they're back to the beginning doing that.
But with all the cinematic and fucking like social updates to it, not
Yep.
the woke
Yeah.
social updates, but I'm talking like
The
cell
real
phone
stuff,
technology,
yeah.
shit like that. You know,
So now, where do they go next?
I don't know. I haven't seen all the Star Trek movies. I don't even know where they go.
Let's see what
I literally have only seen the first one.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
haven't even any of the new ones? Just the first one?
The first one was like such a fucking experience, dude.
Dude, they got like 3 of them. I think 4 is coming out next year.
No shit.
But yeah, dude, all of them are great.
Yeah.
They
Well,
really
they're
are.
just gonna remake the ones that Shatner did, pretty much. I mean, you literally
no.
could.
Well,
Well, you literally could like take them and be like, "This is the core of what we're gonna do," and we build around it. And you could literally make all those movies again, but better and cooler.
Yeah. I think I don't know where they're going to go. Now, like I say, the next one, are they going to go
If they
before at
redo-
the beginning even further, or are they going to go, okay, further in the future than they have been?
They can do whatever they want.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying
They
to
can
figure out.
literally do whatever they want. They'll just write it in somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thing is if
But they got to make it interesting.
yeah, but if they just start pushing woke shit like every other,
Yeah,
movie
no,
did, it's just
they're
gonna
not
be
going to.
garbage.
That's one thing I guess that when I watch the movies, or you know, I'd watch the TV show, you know, when it was on or whatever.
I like books a lot because I'm a
my
fucking nerd.
The whole premise, I guess, of the way that they are is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just kind of exist to check stuff out. Don't fuck with me, we won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the way life should be.
Why not?
You know, hey, you want to be friends? Great, wonderful. If you don't, okay, leave me alone. And
Yeah.
you know, now if you want to fight, okay, you're gonna fuck around, and find out. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of. I mean, that's kind of the, you know, when you break it down to the very basics, I guess. That's
all sweaty and shiny and
because you're
greasy.
sexy, sexy because you need
I
to,
sweat.
because you need to be on the commercial.
Because I sweat butter.
Silly. Oh my god.
Sweat butter.
But
Just the
all right,
buttery boy.
so you're saying that you're starting to sweat even though you're broken. So
Oh yeah, it gets hot down here.
well, that's I'm talking
Down
about.
here in the pits of hell
Hey.
where we're forced to record.
Well, we got to be in the bunker, otherwise people will find us.
Yeah, I know.
And then what's going to happen?
I don't
mean, we're protected. This is like 4 inches or 4 feet thick of fucking concrete here,
Yeah.
man. We ain't playing.
100%.
You guys ain't gonna mess with us. We got this shit locked down. We're hiding in the bunker. You guys, yeah, all the steel
And
underneath ground.
remember, everybody, like, share, subscribe. Fuck your mother, and midgets aren't people.
Midgets aren't people.
Yep. See you next time.